Hey guys, this is Joshua Seth, voice of Ty on Digimon, and you're listening to Anime Secrets.
And this, my friends, is what we've been building up to with the last two reviews. So here we have the Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. So we finally have Optimus Prime in the Studio Series, the G1 Studio Series. And I was really looking forward to this when the computer listings came out last year. I was like, oh! Because the Studio Series Commander Ultra Magnus was fantastic. And now we have a Studio Series Commander Optimus, because this is the only way you could fit Optimus Prime in the Studio Series. And this is by far the best truck mode of any modern mainline Optimus. This is basically perfect. Cab looks fantastic. The trailer is huge and in proportion, and this is just amazing. This is... oh, I'm going to gush. I'm going to gush in this review, guys, because this figure is phenomenal. But he rolls very, very well. And he does, you know, he can turn with a nice radius. Let's get the trailer off. And this does come down. And you can rotate this around. Let's get Optimus out of the way. You can rotate these around like this and like this. And then if you open this up, and you open this up, you can see all of the accessories that come with him. So, we've got Roller here, who actually does peg in, which is really nice, because we haven't had a Roller released at a normal retail in a while. So, that's neat. The only way to get Roller for Earthrise was in this weird, like, weapon accessory pack with a weaponizer. It was really strange. But he looks incredible. He looks so good. You have two blast effects, which we will show off later. You have his Energon Axe, which he technically didn't use in the 86 movie, but G1 Optimus just kind of gets an axe now, even though it was in the first it was in like the second episode for like 5 seconds. Of course, the Ion Blaster, which... pew! There you go. That's how the blast effect works. And then you can move this up, and it's, of course, the repair drone. This can open up. And this does actually fit Titan Masters, so if you have a bunch of Titan Masters sitting around, which, I mean, I have Fortress Maximus right there. I could get his Titan Master if I wanted to, but I don't feel like it. They can fit in here. And this does come off, and it can attach to Roller. So that's neat. And this is also Blast Effect compatible, so... there you go. And he can also hold the Ion Blaster. So, that's neat. Now, if we put everything back, just snug the way it was. I mean, I guess I'll put the blast effects back. You see what they can do. I'll leave the two weapons out because we're going to use them. But if we fold all this back up... fold that in. Roller can roll the trailer from either hitch. It's mainly for the back hitch. That one goes deeper. That's really cool, though. I like that they put that feature in there. And there's one more accessory that's stored down here. So if you open, just like before, if you open that up, they have these fire effect pieces right here, which the fact that even the Masterpiece didn't do this is shocking to me. But so these come in 2 pieces and they only go one way, so it's pretty foolproof. And you can plug them into the bottom of the truck. To simulate when he transformed for his final charge against the Decepticons. Had such a little attention to detail that they didn't have to do. But they did, and it's awesome that they did. And stuff like that is why modern day Transformers are cool. But I guess we'll put Roller back in because we have no use for him anymore. And he just plugs in right there. Everything stores in here very neatly. And you can actually fit an Autobot car in there, even with roller. So, it's pretty foolproof. Now, to transform this guy, it's a lot more involved than the others we've done. So we're going to fold these wheels in, like that. Flip this down, rotate, fold it up. Flip this down, rotate, fold it up. Flip the feet down, like that. We'll talk about the heels in a minute. Get this all out of the way real quick, and then we'll pull this down. Flip these down, flip that down. Separate the legs, and then rotate these pieces around. And you can tell they took cues from Masterpiece for this transformation. We'll raise it because he's a bit taller than the other two we reviewed. So we'll rotate these pieces down like that. Separate these, get them out of the way. I kind of spoiled some articulation there, but flip this up. And then we'll get these around. Flip this back like that. Flip that down. Flip this up. These will come up. Rotate the front. Rotate the waist. Fold these back down. And then we're going to go ahead and... This is the hardest part for me. Not that it's a hard step, but it's that joint isn't really tight. So you flip the head up. Flip this in. Flip that back. Flip that back. Make sure these are all folded in. Fold that up. Fold this down. And then close that back up and then push these in. Alright. Straighten out the antenna. Fold the arm out. Rotate. Flip this up to rotate the hand out. Same thing on this side. There you go. Now we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And as you can see, that was basically a mini Masterpiece transformation. Because that was... It obviously didn't take as long as, say, MP44. Oh, and then you flip these pieces down. I missed that part. Sorry about that. But, yeah, it's a pretty involved transformation, but it doesn't get in its own way, and it's very fun to do. I quite enjoy that transformation. It's one of my favorite transformations on a figure in a long time. Before we do anything else, we'll talk about the Matrix. So he opens this up, open that up, and it's the same Matrix that we've been getting since Earthrise. Of course it is. Articulation now. Let's talk about that, because he's got a lot. His head does a full 360, can look up and down. Rotation at the shoulders, in and out at the shoulders. These can turn if you need them to get out of the way for poses or whatever. Rotation at the bicep, elbow joint, wrist swivel. His hands open, and so do the fingers. So it's a typical Masterpiece thing where a single pointer finger and the rest of his fingers are on one bend. He has a butterfly joint, which you can use to basically simulate the, when he did the punch on Megatron at the end when he defeated him in their final battle. Rotation at the waist. He doesn't have an ab crunch, which I wish he did, but not the end of the world. If you move the skirts forward, he can go forward. He can go back, in and out at the leg, turn up here, bend at the knee, ankle joint, and he's got a toe bend. So, there you go. He's got all the articulation you'd expect, plus a bicep joint. Now, something people have pointed out, and I'm going to mention it, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because it doesn't affect anything. His heels. They are technically on upside down. This bottom part is technically supposed to be up top, and these are in the wrong spot, so... Does it affect anything? No. Would you have noticed if nobody on the internet was a nerd and pointed it out? Probably not. If you really want to fix it, you could pop the pin out and then flip them around. I couldn't care less. It's a minor aesthetic thing. You're looking at it from the front. You guys are nerds. Now, his gun, he can hold it. Now, the honest to God, my one of the only complaints I have about this figure at all is his peg is a little short. It's not like a loose connection or anything. He does hold it pretty well, honestly. But I just wish that peg was a little longer, but I can live. Then if you rotate the hand in, the axe plugs in very easily. That's one of the easiest axe conversions we've had ever. Like, I'm used to, like, MP44, you gotta rip his hand off and it's very violent. No, that's pretty smooth. And the gun can store on his back via one of these slots right there. Which, I mean, he does pull the gun from his back in the movie, so it's accurate. But, oh my God, do I love this thing. This is, without a doubt in my mind, the best G1 Optimus that you can get that isn't Masterpiece. And actually, this is more easily accessible than Masterpiece because you don't have the 5,000 steps that MP44 is. You can just pick up and play with this guy and be none the wiser. When this guy comes out, which is soon, pick him up. He is fantastic. This is the figure of the year, guys. This is absolutely my favorite figure of the year. Pick it up. Pick it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this review. I'm glad I did this trilogy and showing you the progression of G1 Optimus in the main line. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.